Hey everybody, it's Michelle with the Keys Ingredients, and today you and I together will be making 5-hour beef stew. Keep in mind, it takes 5 hours. If you're prepping in the evening, you'll be eating tomorrow. If you're prepping in the morning, it could be ready for you tonight. Here's what you're going to need. Beef, olive oil, celery, onions, carrots, turnip or rutabaga, garlic, beef broth, tomatoes, and red wine is optional. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of my roasting pan. I'm using cast iron today, but any roasting pan will do. I'm then going to add my beef, and hopefully it will cover the entire bottom of your pot. And we are going to add a little bit of salt. I use pink Himalayan always, and pepper to taste, just to season the meat a little bit. And now I'm just going to layer. So typically in a stew, you would use a potato or a root vegetable, and we are not using potatoes yet. So we're going to use, I'm using turnip and turnip green in this recipe today. You could use butternut squash. You could use rutabaga. There are several different options. There's turnip and turnip green in here. I'm then going to layer in my carrots, which I'm using frozen baby carrots today. They're going to go right on top of the turnips. Next is celery, right on top of the carrots. I chop my own celery, really no big deal. And then onions, I chose to use fresh because I wanted them cut in bigger chunks. It's all personal preference, guys. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna put a little bit more, pinch of salt on top, and some pepper. And we're going to mix our liquid. So I have combined 1 cup of each of my broth, my tomatoes, and my red wine. If you choose not to use red wine, you can just substitute the beef broth for the wine, be just fine. You can add this in as is, or for a thicker stew, you can add 2 tablespoons or so of arrowroot powder. So I'm going to go ahead and whisk in my arrowroot. And pour this liquid right over top of everything that's in here. And I am going to put my lid on this and slow cook this for 5 hours. It can be done in a crock pot as well. When it's done, accessorize with a fresh herb like dill or parsley. And just like that, dinner's ready.